tuning in to the online broadcast network, Afterbuzz TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. Afterbuzz TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Well, I never meant to cause you no pain. I just wanna know.
What up, Afterbuzz? It's your boy DJ Jesse Janity here in studio for the East Los High Hulu Original Series After Show. I'm joined by my favorite people.
What's up?
I'm just, you guys are my favorite because nobody respects East Los High the way that I do. You know what I mean? Here at AfterBuzz. So
special.
It commands respect. I can't believe no one would respect it as much as
Because they're
we do.
haters.
Yeah, they're haters.
They're haters and they want to try to pretend like they're like super intellectual and like too above watching something like Isla.
Listen,
I ain't.
it's Chola and I love it.
yes.
I love it.
Courtney,
What's up?
welcome. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You ready to talk about this episode? The bitch is back.
The bitch is back.
Maybe we should have started with Tina Turner. The bitch,
Oh, didn't even think of that.
is
And I
back.
love that song. Okay, yeah.
Julian.
What's up? Yeah, the bitch is back in a big way, and I'm excited for it.
Hi V.
What's up, V? How you doing, girl?
Hi V. I love it. Okay, so let's talk about it. So last week, Nick walked in on Camila and Jocelyn making out, and it was like
They was just
saying,
making out, honey. They had shirts off and titties out and whatnot.
it was grinding. Talk about
There was some
clips and
dry
Pharrell.
humpery going on.
I guess 90s references on this show probably aren't gonna work.
I mean,
Here, it'll work here. I don't know if it'll work
I cannot
out
believe
there.
we're the only ones of the 90s that enjoy Isla.
Yeah,
There's some
come
people
on,
out there
come on.
that would know.
Boom. We're supposed to have Tiffany on the show this week. Fortunately, she gonna come on next week.
Okay.
But shout out to y'all because for watching and just supporting us. We appreciate it. If you guys could help us out, join us over at iTunes. Subscribe, rate,
sure you
download over there.
subscribe.
Do it.
Please.
Do all
And
of
leave
that.
us some more comments. What
Let
do
us
you
know
guys
what
want to
you
talk
guys
about?
think
Who's
about
your
it.
favorite? Talk about the tea with us. Whatever we're talking about, leave a comment about what you think. All right.
Yes.
So Nick runs away. He's
Real
distraught.
upset. Oh my God, what?
And running.
Running, and
Driving
running.
and then got pulled over by the po-po.
Yes, and he was all confused. What do you mean? I just ran a red light. Why am I getting arrested?
And this is why you don't drive someone's car that you don't know like that. Because what happened?
That
The
junk
car was stolen.
Boom. And that's why
Car
you
was
got
hot.
arrested, Nicholas.
Car was hot.
So Jocelyn and Camila, they keep calling him. They're scared. Then we get that scene of Nick with the detective. And the detective
Yes.
is
Yeah.
decking him around, talking like 10, 15
20. He's like, what? 1,000 for my bail? What? No, brother. No.
years.
No, you're going down.
I'm going down.
Oh, yes.
In the jail, we get Camila. She goes and visits him.
Yes.
And he was, I mean, like, talk about love, right? Like, he was really affected by this relationship.
Because he ain't even thinking about, like, I'm about to go down. There was all these drugs in my car. The car was stolen. I'm under arrest.
All he
like,
cares
all he
about-
cares about, you wouldn't suck my dick, but you was going down on my sister. I was like, is that really what you thinking about right now, brother? Like, shouldn't you be like, hey, Camila, do you know an attorney or
Right.
like
Just
something?
like a man. Just like a man. It doesn't matter what situation you're in. You will always be looking for
Worry
dope.
about the pussy.
It's like really.
I thought it was mine, and you gave it to my sister.
He's like, that was my sister. Was your sister? She's still
your sister.
Yeah.
Whether you want to
Yeah.
acknowledge it or not,
That's
she's
so
still
funny.
is.
True. That was a mess, though. I felt bad.
And Jocelyn has no care in the world. She's just like,
No.
it's his fault.
I'm
like,
not.
forget
I'm
that.
vibing with Jocelyn. Like,
Really?
Because when she was like
She's
walking through
keeping
the
it
hall,
real.
he hates us, and it's our fault. He's no, boo, it's his fault for selling drugs, buying TVs, and driving stolen cars.
Judgy. Stop being so judgy.
What a prude.
Oh my God, whatever.
Yeah, but I'm digging that attitude
No.
from Jocelyn. It's like, and it's true. I mean, seriously,
As
dude,
long
like,
as that's where it's coming from,
Yeah.
the like brother sister thing. But like I feel like most of it is like let him be locked up for a while so she can realize that.
Well, part of that, I'm sure, exists for sure.
yeah, it's super convenient for her.
Yeah, it is convenient.
So when she's blaming her, Camila says to Jocelyn, "Look, there is no we. I'm
Yes.
moving out.
Mm-hmm.
Bye."
Bye.
that's when she finally decides that she's going to tell her family about what Mr. Stepdaddy did back in the day.
Yeah, and that was very grown up of her, because when they had that moment in the bedroom or whatever, and she was like, I can't even talk about like us, like I need to deal with my own shit. And I was like, oh, Camila, you're a big girl. And then she went off to go tell the truth. So go, Camila.
Yeah, that's show growth. And then it was also interesting for her to get through that step so that way she can kind of break it down to Nick, because if she does want to be with him, I think the one thing that could kind of like accept that she did something with your sister is having the conversation. Look, I'm a broken person. Right. When I was younger and it causes confusion, I don't want to play with you right now because my stepdaddy coming around and I'm just feeling not sexual. And so, you know.
Yeah, and also you don't need to bring...
Vacuuming the carpet was legit.
Right. You also don't need to bring someone else into all of that if you feel like you're still trying to get a handle on it yourself. Because it's not fair to the other person. Aside from just explaining that that's what you're going to, it's just not fair, in my opinion, in IMO.
That's fair enough.
So Camila goes and tells Gina about her dad. Well, she's about to, and then it kind of cuts off. So I'm really excited to see where that's going to go and how Gina's going to handle it, because already we saw Gina was kind of very like, boom, pause back. Let's bring Gigi up here.
Let's. Gigi's the real star of this.
So we have a member of our own bomb squad here. Her name is Gigi. She's being difficult right now.
She's been a little bit of a brat, so she.
But she is our little East Los hire.
Yes, she's joining the conversation
with her little bell.
Yes.
What you want to say? No, all right.
Okay, we're good.
All right. So on the other side of all this, we get Jacob. Now Jacob tells his dad he needs a weekend off to go, hang out with Maya and get his ish together, because things have been. I mean, that's kind of weird. You get married and then all of a sudden you guys have to be away from each other.
Yeah.
And it's not like for military reasons or anything. It's just like, she's like, hey, I'm going to go
to Santa Fe and
you can stay here.
Yeah.
And like, because they're just out of high school.
Yes.
Getting married, which is really young.
And you would think that at that age, I mean, you would want to be with the person at all times.
24. You know what I mean? Like that age, that's what dating is.
It seems
like,
out of character.
Maya is not really your like average 18-year-old. I mean, she was running away from Mexico and like on the street, like had nowhere to go. Like her life experience is way different than maybe a regular 18-year-old. Like,
but Jacob's isn't. So it's interesting the two of them.
Yeah, they both had the same kind of reaction, or
but
the same. They felt the same.
But he also lost his mom, so he's had some intense things happen in his life very early on.
Sure,
so maybe
I would feel like you would. I mean, I don't know. Everybody reacts differently to loss, and my mom is still with us, but I'm just wondering if that's the person that you confide in the most, that you're closest to, aside from your mom. And if you lose your mom, wouldn't you want to be with that person? Right. To lean on that person? I mean, that's
especially when she's out there for school. Was she going to school?
Because she got dreams. I don't really understand how that happened. I don't remember. Maybe I just forgot something from season 2. But it seemed like she was just out at a restaurant, like apprenticing to somebody.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Huh. And then I know, kind of cutting a little bit ahead, but I just don't know if I see Jacob really leaving his family's restaurant. Like Jacob to me seems like that one kid that just stays at the in the hometown, never really leaves, and kind of like everyone knows him, and he's just like, oh, it's Jacob.
Yeah. And he was also the reason the restaurant still is there. Like his dad kept it and didn't try to sell it because of his son. And so that's sort of putting yourself in a place of responsibility that it's kind of difficult to just be like, okay, peace out. Like,
and you would think he'd probably emotionally committed to that when he decided, no one just takes on that responsibility, like you said, and takes that business to the level that it's gotten to without committing to it. I mean, you don't just sort of say, oh, I'm not going to be a part of this anymore.
Right. So Maya comes and surprises Jacob in the shower.
Hey.
Like, it's so funny with this show.
Wasn't really that big of a surprise.
Well, I don't know. We'd have to see on Instagram, Eggplant Friday, whatever they do. So Maya surprises him, and It always gets me with this show when they get risque because it's like she's like, "Get back in there. You look a little dirty." I'm like, "What am I watching?"
Okay.
Side note, I don't know that I would. That's just so creepy to me. If anybody if I'm dating somebody and they talk to me like that, it's like stop.
You don't think that's hot?
I don't think that's hot. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't think that's hot.
Sadly, I was more caught up by the fact that she took her jacket off but didn't take her shirt off. And I was like, why? And you're going to get all wet and it's going to be all
No
over
one
the
likes
shower.
wet clothes.
And how do you get out of
I don't
wet
understand.
pants when you're trying to get it on in the shower? Like, that is like the worst plan ever. That's TV. That's TV.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
that
that's
is
not
really
sexy.
true.
Having to drape off,
You gotta,
peel
like,
off layers
peel-
of clothing.
No, but the jeans
And the
really.
jeans,
Yeah.
like wet jeans, are you kidding?
It's hard enough to take off your jeans when they're dry.
Exactly. Thank you. You're going to wiggle out of those in the shower.
And then it
Not-
creates like a weird smell. Like wet clothing has a weird smell, and now that's on your body. Awkward.
Because of the oil. Oh god.
Wardrobe. She should have been in a dress. Or
Seriously.
something. That would have been
Like a
hotter.
maxi.
And then you could have just like lifted the dress up, and that would have been like.
We gotta
oh,
talk to the
yeah.
wardrobe department
I
about
know.
something.
What is that?
Maya misses Jacob. She tells him that she got a 5-star restaurant. She's gonna be working at a 5-star restaurant, making big checks.
Big checks, y'all. Big checks.
Starting next week.
Hey.
Stacking
And she wants Jacob to come with, and by doing that, because she make banking, she's
banking.
gonna be able to allow him to go to school, which is
really great.
that's cute.
Yeah.
Because he had to give up school.
But I don't know. I don't know how Jacob just kind of seems like a pride person. Like, I feel like Jacob would feel really weird if his girl is working and he's like going to school and not
Yeah.
really bringing an income in. And then he start thinking about his dad and like,
Right.
I don't know.
Well, because you have to think about his background, his upbringing, and that sort of ideology of that machismo that the guy provides for
Oh, yeah.
for the family, and so I can understand that, and I see how that could be sort of a conflict for him.
But I mean, he says he'll go. But he lied to his dad. He didn't say
Yeah.
that to his dad, which
Yeah,
was
of course.
really interesting right there. And I can't remember, was Maya right by him when he said to his dad?
I'm sorry.
Well, they were eating that burrito and kissing.
Yeah. But then
And
did Maya
Dad
walk
came
away?
out. I
Because
don't
that would be
know.
weird
That's
for
a
him to
good
lie
question.
that in front of his dad. In front
don't
of
think
Maya.
so.
I gotta look back at that.
I don't
Let us
remember.
know if
Yeah.
you guys see it. Just
Yeah.
leave us a
if
comment.
Maya had like scurried off somewhere.
Right. All right. I don't want to be like, this is my favorite topic, but like, Sassy is my favorite character in the show. So we ended last week where Pedro was choking Sassy. The neighbor comes, she's banging on the door.
Yes.
Shout
After
out
that
to
big knife
everybody and
launch.
anybody who just involves themselves when they hear something going on, because too
That's
many people
true.
don't.
Yeah.
It's just that's their business. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes we need it to be your business, you know?
Yeah.
Don't put yourself in harm's way, but
Well, in the end, sometimes you're not going to know if you're putting yourself
That's
in harm's
true.
way.
Yeah.
So, you know, acting is.
so the neighbor, well, she didn't care because her man
like-
was like, she was like, no, look at my boo. She's like, you want to come for me? Like,
He'll take care of
right,
you.
Fat Joe, where you at? Like, came right out the Bronx, like,
Joe cracked the door.
dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. I was expecting never mind. I'm not gonna say that.
So Sassy runs out as, you know,
Yeah,
the
grabbed her baby and ran.
yeah, the
Yeah.
other guy's like
Yes.
blocking Pedro, like, you ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Felt like a prison scene, like,
Yeah.
you ain't going nowhere. What you doing? in
Turn
here?
around.
And we get a crossover of the bomb squad waking up from the bachelorette party.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tiffany, who's everything. I love her.
Yes.
She's just like,
So funny.
how do you wake up in urine?
I had a dream and
Looking
I went to the
that beat.
bathroom. I think you went right here. Oh my god, gross. Oh my god, if you wake up in your own pee, that's deep.
You know, that
So
was
bad.
you had a good night last
wild.
night.
Or yeah, you
Oh,
get a good
no,
night, but it's the
it-
culmination of a bad life. I mean, you made some bad choices. If you wake up in a pool of your own urine, that's not good.
terrible.
It's terrible.
Absolutely
In the gym
terrible.
floor of your school.
in the gym floor of the school of all places too.
Well, they were
That's
at the
just crazy.
Zumba place.
Oh, that's what it was.
They were at the Zumba place, which
Yeah,
is like
'cause-
one
was
of
it?
the it's the
Well,
bomb
in public,
squad girls.
if
Yeah,
you-
it's in public.
It's one thing to wake up in a pool of any of your excrement in your house or in your apartment, but like in public, that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
she
like
did
some
that.
homeless-ish.
Yes.
But she looked beat, waking up. Her hair was
She
still...
just tossed those curls
The more
back.
you know. So the bomb squad is basically, after that, they're in practice, and the bomb squad finds out that Sassy will not be able to make Was it regionals?
Yeah, it was regional.
And that's because Sassy basically had to go to a women's shelter.
After she got to hang out with Jacob in the hotel
Well,
for the
yeah.
evening.
I mean, she went and hung out with Jacob in that hotel room, and Jacob was like, I'm going to be here for you, you know, like.
Yeah.
You're my friend. You're my friend.
I'm not leaving you here. If he walks through this door, you know, he doesn't even know what's happening. Like, oh, Jacob,
Which is commendable.
you're like this
because-
big.
Right.
That's so sweet
But
that you
he's being
do.
a good friend.
As the camera pans up from like the waist up so that you don't see what's going on. I don't know. It's my own conspiracy theory.
So at the women's shelter, we find out that Pedro installed a tracking device, Psycho.
No
Which-
surprise there.
Just to put
It's
this
really
out
easy
there.
to do, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, like really
To install
easy. Like you don't even have to
tracking.
have the phone in your hand.
Yeah. You can like download stuff. And
Really?
Upload stuff to
Oh,
people's
that yeah,
phones.
that's because there's
It's not
location
hard.
services and all that stuff on your phone, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Sketchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's the state. That's the state of affairs now. People can know where you are at all times, even if you don't tell them. So
I'd be getting nervous because sometimes I'd be on my phone calling somebody and be like,
it's the NSA. The NSA.
Yeah.
What was the code word that I said?
I was just gonna say, what word did you say?
I don't know what I
I did it to
did.
my boyfriend one time. It was great.
Oh, really?
I got a receipt. It was the best thing ever. No, because he's
It
like
was the best thing
It was
ever.
the best thing ever. No, because he's like creepy Marine that's always like knowing where I am, and I'm like, how did you know? And then I'll be like, so he got like a cookie or something from somewhere, and I got the receipt for it over some kind of way because I guess our PayPal's are linked or something. And I text him like, hey, did you just buy a chocolate chip cookie?
Oh my God.
And he was like, how do you know I bought a cookie? Like, what's wrong? So it was the best thing ever. But anyway, that's neither here nor
That
there.
is hilarious.
Moving on.
Okay, Whitney, show me the receipts.
It was-
legit.
Rest in peace.
So we find out also the women's shelter will be went through with all the paperwork, and Pedro will be served with a restraining order that
Right.
day. And that's why they asked Sassy to step away from the bomb squad, so that way they're not. If she was to go to a practice and go back to the shelter,
He would follow her.
she's not putting the rest of the girls in danger.
Which kind of just for me that's kind of weird to me it's backwards logic for me. She's the one who needs protection, right? But she is not allowed to live her life in the same way that she used to. So
Just for a few
Well,
months,
just
it's
for
kind
a
of
while to make sure that he is not, because he's obviously a stalker and he's crazy.
Right.
If she goes to work like normal, he knows, just like later on he'll show up, like he knows where to show up to find her. And if he decides I'm gonna kill her, he comes and follows her back to the
Yeah.
shelter with a gun. There's other women and children there that need protection
Right.
too, and
Okay,
that's
that makes
why
sense.
like it sucks. It does suck that you can't live her life. But
yeah.
And I don't see him being, but I mean, you can't judge anybody like that anymore. But I don't see him being the type that would harm any of the other people. But if
It
it,
may
was
be
a different,
unintentional.
right? You know. So the bomb squad has to have a new coach. And Miss Vanessa shows up. Hey guys, the bitch is back.
She came back.
Not you, Gigi.
She's sitting there. Her little like scene of her high heels.
Yes. Waltzing
Which is
in.
like
From
the most
downtown.
cliche. It's the most
Fancy alley
cliche,
hills.
right?
Yup.
I just feel like that's
Little
just the most
boobies.
cliche like movie shot or
Stomp,
television shot in the world.
stomp,
Stop. Click, click, click,
Like,
click,
I
click.
almost want her just to have a whip like,
Right.
Yep.
ladies.
Pan up to her face.
Right.
Man.
But that was funny. She was like, "Oh, hello, 1985. Oh, Sassy borrowed your dance moves."
She gets her little funnies in.
She does. I didn't like her on any of the other seasons, but she's doing it
works.
for me. The comedy, especially
You
when
do
they
like
go,
comedy.
they take her to the regionals,
Oh.
and
Yeah.
everyone there hates her. Even the people running the thing are like,
They're like,
"You're not supposed to
It's
be
not
here."
Yeah.
We're
For
calling
biting
security.
somebody's-
She bit somebody's earlobe off,
Yeah.
like, all the way.
Mike
She put Mike
Tyson.
Tyson.
What?
Yeah, it works though. It's working. It's that character. Her character's grown on me. And yeah, I like it because it works with the campiness of the show. And I said this last week. It's a very campy show, but like the sort of the heightened narratives, make up for
Yeah.
it. But this, I feel like is a part of that heightened sort of sense of presence with her, and she just I can't remember the name of the actress, but she does a really good job.
Delivers.
She does.
She delivers.
That mean face.
Yeah.
And that attitude all over her.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I pick on Camila all the time, but I mean, I guess her character is supposed to be that like, stop it, Camila, no, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Oh my God, like, and just frustrate the hell out of you because
Yeah.
you're like, girl, don't go in the door.
Yeah.
But she does anyway.
That is good acting because you are playing that role because I am emotional watching it. It may not be sad, it may not be happy, but you getting evoking some sort of
Something, right?
emotion.
Pulling those feelings out of it.
For sure.
So the coordinator of the dance show sees Vanessa and she's like,
Freaks out.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
And she was scared. Vanessa got scared. She was like,
Deuces,
deuces.
bitches.
Yeah.
You're on your own. You're on your own.
Which I'm like, girl, how you gonna leave the dance troupe there?
Worst coach ever.
Right.
I mean, that didn't surprise me.
I mean,
For her just to get up and
Yeah,
leave?
just get up and leave. That seems like it's just her.
I mean, it is just her.
Yeah, I know what I
that's
mean.
just
Like,
her. Yeah.
of course she would leave. Of course she would.
After teaching them something entirely different.
Entirely different, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then we see within that, Tiffany's texting Sassy talking about she left, and Sassy saying, well,
We
all
need
right,
you, yeah.
I'm going to come. I'm going to show up. And in the audience, we see Psycho.
Pedro.
Like, I don't even want him to come be a guest on our show.
He's scary.
I'm serious.
He's playing
Like,
scary for real.
Sir, Pedro, like, shout out to you and your acting
I want to talk
skills.
to you, Pedro. I want to talk to Pedro.
I mean, I feel like we have to because I really, for my,
Sure.
no, I'm just saying for
for
my,
you to calm your spirit
yeah.
to realize that he is not his
really that
character.
Yeah, right.
It's not Pedro.
You're
but he
funny.
does
He's
that.
playing a character. He does it, and he does it real well. And he is so slimy and just awful.
Yeah, because it's the subtlety.
But do
It's
you
the sort
remember-
of the nuance in his acting that gets me. It's not the overt. When last episode or first episode, the sort of overt like aggressive violence didn't really do it for me. It was sort of the subtle looks, the things that were bubbling underneath the surface.
Like when
you
she
can
put-
tell.
Do you remember last season when she came out? I want to say it was actually the second episode of last season. Sassy came out and he was and she was going to teach the bomb squad,
And he
she
didn't
came
like
out
her
with
outfit,
and he was
yeah.
like, "What are you wearing?
Right.
Yeah.
You're going out of the house like that?
Dumbfounded.
Go wear the dress that the shirt I
Yeah.
got you." And then you see her in the interview for
In
the
a
bomb
muumuu.
squad, and she's like, "Yeah."
She's
Yeah.
wearing a muumuu.
Yeah, pretty much.
Those
Pretty
kind of
much.
things, yeah, they
Yeah.
definitely.
He's got that controlling boyfriend thing down.
Yeah.
Down packed.
I'm kind of hoping he plays, or I guess this. I would hope that the script dictates that the actor, plays that role in that way more, because I feel like it would. Let me give you some advice, kid. I feel like that'd be really good for your career. No, but I feel like that would invoke more emotion in us, like as viewers. Like I think that's creepier than sort of like just being angry and loud.
But I mean,
Yeah.
that last week when he slammed her,
That-
that
slammed
really
Slamming
was.
her
yeah,
into
he
the
slammed it.
refrigerator was
Yeah.
a bit like that was my like, oh god. I mean, it was
Yeah.
bad
I had to
enough.
actually rewind it a couple times to see if it was legit. Like it
Yeah.
looked real. Like
It looked-
the actors.
They did that really.
Yeah, I would love to be like a fly on the wall to see how they like choreographed that, because it looked like he literally just grabbed her face and slammed
smashed
it.
her.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
WWE
Yeah.
up in this
Yeah.
pit.
Right.
And then even this week, I mean, just starting it off with her choking, it was just like, whoa.
Yeah, and you can see the pressure that he was actually putting on her neck. Like he was legit choking this woman. I wonder if she had to like give him a signal, like if cut meant
Tap
like
out, tap
tap
out.
out. Like
I hope this was not method acting.
yeah, no, but it seemed it just
Well, it has
looks
to be
so
to
real.
a certain extent
it has
to
to
make
be to
it
a certain
real.
extent.
That's
Like,
true.
you know.
And I just hate seeing that. Like I hate if you're gonna do something, like commit to it as an
Yeah.
actor, you know. And I don't like seeing that, but because I'm so used to seeing it done badly, when it's done the right way, it's effective.
And they definitely do it the right way, because, like I said, like we've said, as campy as the show can get, it's those moments that take the campiness to a whole nother
Yeah.
level.
Yeah.
You take the show seriously
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you're like, whoa.
Whoa.
Like,
That's real.
No shade, but Glee never had those
No.
kind of
Yeah.
hitting moments. Like, they had sad moments where you would cry with them, but never like took it to this level of like, no, here's some real for you.
Yeah. I mean, that's the power of the freedom you have on the internet too.
Yeah,
that's
It's a
true.
Hulu show, so I don't think you would ever see something like that on network TV.
And that's what gets me with Hulu is that I look at it and there are moments where I feel like, okay, it's very Glee, but then they hit you with those outside stuff, and it's like the difference between Glee and this, other than them being on cable and internet, is the fact that I don't know. You're gonna get a different type of vocabulary. You're gonna get a different type of characters in East Los than you are. Where was
it's
that?
also
McGillicuddy?
shot fairly grittily.
Yeah.
Like it seems like they are really like moving around the neighborhood of East Los. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't look like they're on stage somewhere where they set
Right.
everything up.
Sort of like the
and whatever.
Bourne movies.
Yeah.
It feels like very handheld. Like they are handheld. You
Yes.
could see the shake of the camera, and there aren't too many sort of glides, and it's
Yeah.
not as polished.
Yes.
You're right. It
It's
is very
gritty.
gritty.
Boom. On that note, let's head into predictions.
Your Afterbuzz TV predictions.
All right. So do we think Sassy's gonna make it to the competition?
I hope not.
I hope so. I kind of want to see what
No,
happens.
that's Pedro's in the audience.
I kinda wanna see what happens.
Julian, no.
No, see, I'm in the between because I want her to go because I feel like, okay, it's a public place, but then I'm also kind of like, this could be like, I know what you did last summer. He crawled on her back, like,
that's
sandbag fall on
and
her, and
then
he
she
like
just like
drags
drags
her.
her out and takes the baby, and we'll never see them again. No, don't go, Sassy. Don't go.
If she was my friend, I wouldn't want her to go. But since I'm
But,
just
like, for
if it's
TV
for TV
purposes, you wanna
purposes,
see it.
absolutely go, girl.
But
go support your
How
team.
do you feel? I feel like he has a weird connection with Izzy, like the baby. I feel like we don't see him wanting. It's not like he's saying I want you and the child. It's more so about Sassy than anything. Or am I
Yeah.
maybe making that
I-
into?
Oh, go ahead.
I just think that the child becomes just another method of manipulation.
Thank you. That's what I was gonna say.
He knows that she needs help.
Yeah.
She's a single mom, like with nothing and no family. So like it's just another. So I don't necessarily think he wants to harm. I don't think he actually wants to harm Sassy. I think he's sick. But in the end, his way of controlling her, he knows she's got a baby, and taking care of her and that baby is how he helps control her.
Because what makes me look like him like kind of crazy is like, if he's this jealous over Jacob over nothing, is a married man, does he look at Sassy's kid like, you're someone else's, and you know what I mean? And for me, that would be in his personality trait of, I don't like her because that's another man's baby, and Sassy's mine, and I want to. I don't know.
I mean, at some point, I would imagine if their relationship continued, that as the child got older, maybe that would become the reason why he decides to abuse her.
Oh.
An excuse to abuse her. But at this time, I don't think it. I think he just sees it as, see, I'm helping you keep her.
Right.
And speaking of abuse,
It's a power
we get
thing, yeah.
Camila talking to Gina at the end.
Yes.
Where do we? So again, we kind of had this prediction for last week, but they didn't really get into it. So do we see Gina opening up? Because she kind of looked at her like, girl.
Do we see her opening up? Yeah. I do. I mean, I said this last week. I think we're gonna see them together. We're gonna see them grow much closer than they are, if that's even possible. And I'm gonna see her. We're gonna see her open up in a way that she can't with anyone else. I think. Yeah, absolutely.
I believe Gina's her sister. She's gonna have her back.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
Do you see Nick forgiving Camila, finding a way to forgive her?
If he gets a clue that he's in major trouble and needs her damn help, or
And
needs
focus
anybody
on
help, and
your-
focus on what the hell is really going on in
Yeah.
his life.
This guy's like has blinders on, isn't
Yeah,
it?
he's confused.
Yeah, I think so.
Pussy will do that to you.
Oh,
Not to me.
snap.
Well,
Snap. Me either, actually.
all three of us. So Maya wants Jacob to leave. Do we see Jacob actually leaving the taqueria?
The taqueria. We have to. Whenever we say taqueria, we
It
have
has
to say
to be
it
like
that.
that. Because that's how they used to say it in season 1. Like
Yeah.
Jesse would always be like, I have to go to the taqueria.
No,
If
he's
he
loyal.
leaves, he's coming back. Like it'll last for like a
Yeah.
day, and he'll be like, "I can't do this," and he'll come back. Well, he won't say it like that, but you know.
In my
He's
mind, I
too
want
loyal.
Jacob and Sassy together. Do you guys see that
Ew,
happening?
no, Jesse.
Really?
Why not?
No.
I think that'd be cute.
No.
I
would love
love
to see
Since
that.
last season, I've just kind of always. It's like just these little things of like, but it could be
basic.
like 8th grade best friends and like we're just friends. Really?
I think they'd be good together.
I don't like him with Maya anymore. And it's so
Why?
funny.
Because Maya's growing and like becoming and like she could like bring him
Yeah,
out
like
of his
She's
cage.
not ready.
She's not on the show. It doesn't work for
It's only
me.
been 2 episodes. Give her a break. She's trying to make a life for them and
That's
like make
true.
their lives better.
But it's just weird.
Dang, she's trying to make a come up and y'all trying to give away her man.
No, but I feel very
Wrong.
territorial over Jacob for some reason because like first season
Messed up.
I wanted Jesse and Jacob, and then Maya
Yeah.
came and it was like, oh, Maya's the whore and she's trying to take him, and then I was like, okay, I like Jacob and Maya,
worked.
and then I was happy for that. But now I'm like, poor Sassy, and the only person who's ever gonna treat her right is Jacob.
All of what you just said, I co-sign.
I think Sassy needs to get her own life together, get
Probably
her
find out
own
new man.
job, not worry about a man,
Move out of
raise
East
her
Los.
daughter.
Yeah.
She just needs to make her own personal come up. She don't need to be with Jacob
more you know.
and letting Jacob figure it out. No,
Okay,
Jacob.
no Jacob. All right.
Jacob need to go to school and
Stop living under his father's
stop living
shadow.
under his father's shadow, raise up, and maybe, elevate Tio Pepe, and y'all could, franchise it or something. Like, he gonna go to business school, and then he can, figure out franchising, and they make it
Yeah, if
happen.
he's so loyal to it, why
Yeah.
not? It only adds to his situation. It
Give
only
him a
contributes
chance
something
to make a
positive
come
to
up.
it. So,
Or
yeah.
don't you kind of also look at, because remember Maya did help out with the Takari as far as
Yeah.
shooting, but like, what if she came back with her 5-star, and helped the business turn into something different?
she already
But I guess you can only
did.
do so much in
She
East
already
Los, huh?
did, yeah. She gotta
Yeah.
go make some money for real first.
Yeah. She needs to go to come back and bring people to where she was.
Or she
'cause I
can
don't
make a
know
name for herself and
Exactly.
be like, I learned at Tio Pepe's, and everybody will be over at Tio Pepe's.
Right.
Like, what's up? We want some Maya tacos.
How
Cheap
long do
labor.
you guys see Jocelyn
Oh, God.
kind of,
Murking around?
I want to create a
Forever?
fun word for this, controlling, being the controlling lesbian? How long do we see that kind of writing for?
Well, that
I was
grip,
trying to create something really crazy for them.
that grip is strong.
Forever.
So I don't.
She
I
holding
think
up on that light.
she's
Bitch right here.
We just
it'll
gotta
be a
find her a
while.
girlfriend.
I hope it'll be a while because I love that
Who's
dynamic.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
Okay.
I like it.
And she wasn't going for it when she was getting attention from the lesbians last season. Like, she wasn't trying. Lady was like, come on, girl, we can hang out at the poetry party and whatever. And she was like, no, I'm in love with Camila even though she's not gay. I'm going to make her gay.
I caught it.
Yeah, I don't, this conversation
We're done.
is just taking a
It's
turn.
just, yeah.
Yeah.
We're just babbling now.
All right. Well, we want to thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys help us out and subscribe to our iTunes.
Yes.
And also, please leave us a comment. If you do, we'll give you a shout out on the show. You guys can tweet us and tweet me everywhere at DJ Jesse J.
I'm at Stuart Starlet.
I'm at Julian Dujeric.
Also, tweet us at Afterbuzz TV. Till next week, same time, same place. Peace.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire Afterbuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the Afterbuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterbuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of Afterbuzz TV.
See you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.